Starting in mountain pose, start with some neck rolls over in one direction. Go the opposite direction. And back to center. Moving to the front of your mat. Take a deep inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. You could bend one knee, focusing on one leg at a time. And we'll step back into plank, lower the tabletop. Let's do some hip circles. Lean back, come up towards the right and down the left. Go the opposite direction. Back to center. Moving on to cat and cow. Deep inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Follow your own breath. Back to center. Let's reach out your right arm and left leg. Hold it. Grab your ankle behind you, lift and pull. And lower. Deep inhale, exhale, left arm, right leg. Grab your ankle, lift and pull. Back to center. Let's walk your arms out, keeping your hips up and sinking your chest into puppy pose. Back up to tabletop. Let's push your weight forward. Coming into up dog. Rock your hips side to side. Back to tabletop. Walk your hands back. Let's come up onto your knees. Reach for your right heel. Hips stay forward. Left arm goes up and overhead into half camel pose. Flow into the other side. Back to the right. And towards the left. Back to center. Just come back to tabletop. Deep inhale, reach up with your right arm. Exhale, thread it through. Reach as far as you can to the other side. Bring your hand, shoulder, and ears to the ground. Use that left hand to push over that right shoulder. Back to center. Another deep inhale, left arm comes up. Exhale, thread it through. Same thing here. Bring your ear, shoulder, and hands to the ground. Use that right hand to push over that left shoulder. Back to tabletop. Let's tuck your toes. Hips go up and back. Down dog. Walk it out in down dog. Flatten both feet. Push those hips up and back. Rock your hips side to side. Back to center. Inhale, right leg comes up. Bring that foot in between your hands. Lower that back knee. Sink those hips. Arms come up. And elbows out into cactus arms. Pull those shoulders back, chest through. Arms go back up. Exhale, hands come down, framing that front foot. Pull that right leg back, chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Deep breaths in down dog. Inhale, left leg comes up. Bring that foot in between your hands. Lower that right knee. Sink those hips. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus arms. Another deep inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands come down, framing that front foot. Left leg goes back, chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Take a couple of deep breaths in down dog. Keep pushing those hips up and back. Inhale, right leg comes up. Bring that foot in between your hands. Left hand stays on the ground, right arm swings up. Look up towards that right hand. Lower that back knee. Keeping your twist, come straight up. Reach back with that left arm. Keep sinking those hips. Windmill your arms. Right leg goes back. Do some hip circles. Back to down dog. Inhale, left leg comes up. Bring that foot in between your hands. Right hand comes on the ground, left arm swings up. Look up towards that left hand. Lower that right knee. Keeping your twist, come straight up. Reach back with that right arm. Again, keeping your hips towards the front. And windmill your arms. Left leg goes back, hip circles. Back to down dog. Deep breaths in down dog. Rock your hips. Okay, we're gonna lower the tabletop. Sink your hips into child's pose. Walk those arms out. On your next exhale, walk your hands over to the right. Back to center. Another deep inhale here. On your exhale, walk your hands over to the left. And back to center. Sink your hips a little lower. Walk your arms out further in front of you. And back to tabletop. Good. Let's tuck our toes. Hips go up and back. Down dog. From here, if you want, go ahead and drop into dolphin. Keep pulling those hips up and back. Ears should be between your arms. Rock those hips side to side. Push into down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Bring that foot in between your hands. Let's come up into warrior two. Left arm goes behind your back. Right arm comes up and overhead, reaching back. Back to center. Straighten up that front leg. Reach and lower. Look up towards that left hand. Back up to center. Bend that front knee. Right hand comes to the ground on the inside of that foot. Left arm comes up and overhead. Reach as far as you can in front of you. Keep that left shoulder pulled back. Back to center. Let's windmill your arms. Right leg goes back, chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Deep breaths in down dog. Inhale, left leg comes up. Bring that foot in between your hands. Coming up into warrior two. Right arm goes behind your back. Left arm comes up. Back to center. Straighten up that front leg. Reach and lower. Look up towards that right hand. And back up. Bend that front knee. Left hand goes on the inside of the foot. Right arm comes up and overhead, reaching in front of you. Keep that right shoulder pulled back. Back to center. Let's windmill your arms. Left leg goes back, chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Good. Deep breaths in down dog. Walk your feet up to meet your hands in a forward fold. If you want, you can grab opposite elbows. Rock side to side. All right. Slowly roll to standing. And shoulders go back. Good. Let's widen up our stance. Sink your hips. Hands come to heart center. Rock side to side. Extend out your right arm in front of that right knee. Left arm goes up. Reach as far back as you can. Look up towards that left hand. Back to center. Rock side to side. Extend out that left arm. Reach up with that right arm. Look up towards that right hand. And back to center. Rock side to side. And we'll do that one more time. Extend out your right arm. Left arm goes up. This time, if you want, you can bind around that right knee. So you'll bring that left arm behind your back and bind. Back to center. Extend out that left arm. Right arm goes up and overhead. If you want, you can bind here. Bring that right arm behind your back and bind. And back to center. Let's rock a little more. Reach your arms out in front of you as far as you can. On your next exhale, walk your hands over to the right. Back to center. Another deep inhale. Exhale, hands to the left. And back to center. Let's walk your arms out a little more in front of you. Keep sinking those hips. And back to center. All right. We're going to extend out your legs in front of you. Hands next to your hips. Push down. Straighten your back. Deep inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Deep inhale, extend your back. And one more time, forward fold. Back up. Let's bend your right knee. Right elbow goes on the inside of your knee. Inhale, lengthen your back. Exhale, twist. Look over that left shoulder. Every time you inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist some more. If you want, you can reach out with that right arm. Wrap it around the right knee. Left arm goes behind you and bind. Keep pulling that left shoulder back. Back to center. We'll switch sides. Bend the left knee. Left elbow goes on the inside of your knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist, looking over your right shoulder. If you want, reach out with that left arm and bind around that left knee. Pull the right shoulder back. Back to center. Legs out, shake them out. Good. We're gonna lower down to our back. Knees towards your chest, hug them in really tight. Rock side to side. Release the left leg, bring it to the ground. Do some ankle circles with your right ankle. Go the opposite direction. When you're ready, right arm goes out. Pull that knee across your body. Try to keep both shoulders on the ground. Back to center. Extend out your right leg, left knee to your chest. Hug it in, starting with some ankle circles. Go the opposite direction. When you're ready, extend out your left arm, pull that left knee across your body. Again, keeping both shoulders on the ground. Back to center, knees back into your chest, rock side to side. Good, release your knees. Let's go into our bridge pose. So we're gonna tuck our shoulders underneath. Grab your heels. Deep inhale, exhale, lift up those hips. Slowly lower. We'll do that one more time. Deep inhale, exhale, lift. And slowly lower. If you want, we'll go into our wheel pose. So hands next to your ears, fingers pointed towards your feet. Deep inhale, exhale, lift. Remember to pull your chest up towards your head. After a couple of breaths here, you can lower back down. Nice and slow. Be careful with your neck. And just bring the knees back to your chest, rock side to side. And we'll do that one more time. So when you're ready, release your knees. Hands next to your ears once again. Deep inhale, exhale, lift. And when you're ready, slowly lower. Grab the outer side of your feet, push your knees down, and rock side to side. And release. Keeping your knees bent, bring your feet together. Let your knees fall out towards the side, hands on either side of your thighs. And then you'll rest here, breathing deeply in Savasana.